Pakistan and nukes, basically a rogue actor with too much power. A lot like Elon Musk, you could say. He's the richest person in the world. He also has an opinion on everything, on business, on culture, on technology, and lately on geopolitics. Now, having an opinion is fine. It's a free world. You can think what you want to. But Elon Musk's opinions are shaping wars and conflicts. And that is too much power for one individual, one private, unelected individual. Some lawmakers in the US have noticed this. A Senate committee has decided to probe Elon Musk's company SpaceX, specifically one decision. In September last year, Ukraine was plotting a drone attack on Crimea, a drone strike. They wanted to sink Russian warships. And to control the drones, they needed internet. Just one problem though, Russia had knocked out Ukraine's connectivity. So Kyiv asked SpaceX to help. The company has Starlink satellites over Crimea. If those were activated, Ukraine would get internet and the drones could be fired. But as it turned out, Elon Musk refused. He was scared of a Russian nuclear response. And no one knew of this. No one knew any of this. It was revealed only recently. In a new Elon Musk biography. You can see why it's a problem. How can one man decide the fate of a major military operation, and that to a businessman? US lawmakers are expected to ask this question. They want to understand the national security implications of what Musk did, also why he did it. After all, Elon Musk is a US citizen. He recently said he will fight and die for the US. Then why did he not turn on the satellite? This was Elon Musk's response. Listen to this.
The region around Crimea was actually turned off. Now, the reason it was turned off was actually originally was because the United States has sanctions against Russia, and we're not allowed to actually, and that includes Crimea in the sanctions. If I had received a presidential directive to turn it on, I would have done so because I do regard the president as the chief executive officer of the country, whether I...
Two things to note here. One, he says Starlink was not activated because of US sanctions. It wasn't his personal decision. And two, if Joe Biden had asked him to activate Starlink, he would have done so. I guess it's easy to say now, just shift the blame to Washington. But either way, questions need to be asked because it's not just Ukraine. Elon Musk is wading into the biggest conflicts of our times, even Taiwan. He says Taiwan is to China what Hawaii is to the US. You have to listen to this.
From this standpoint, maybe it's analogous to like Hawaii or something like that, like an integral part of China that is arbitrarily not part of China, mostly because of the U.S. has stopped, the U.S. Pacific Fleet has stopped any sort of reunification effort force.
Both are islands, yes. But beyond that, there is no comparison. Hawaii became a US state after a referendum. Around 93% voters said yes, they wanted to be a US state. And that is not the case in Taiwan. Around 90% of Taiwan's population opposes reunification with China. They like democracy. So comparing Taiwan and Hawaii is inaccurate. The statement has triggered a sharp response from Taiwan. This is what their foreign ministry is saying, and I'm quoting, "Hope Elon Musk can also ask China to open Twitter to its people. Perhaps he thinks banning it is a good policy. Like turning off Starlink to thwart Ukraine's counter-strike. Listen up, Taiwan is not part of the PRC and certainly not for sale." All we can say is, ouch. But then again, what did Elon Musk expect? He's made a habit of this. Last year, he made a similar suggestion. He asked Taipei to give China some control over Taiwan, basically give the bully what they want. Do you see the problem here? Taiwan and Ukraine are the biggest flashpoints of our times. Elon Musk can influence both. He can sabotage Ukraine's counteroffensive. He can also hijack Taiwan's public opinion. Because remember, Musk does not just own SpaceX, he also owns Twitter, which he now calls X. And that's too much power for one individual. So what is the solution? Well, the Senate investigation is a good start. It will answer some important questions. For example, what is the contract between SpaceX and the Pentagon? Was the contract active during Ukraine's foiled attack? Why didn't US officials play a more active role? These questions could set a precedent for the future, not just for Elon Musk, but for all these big companies. Google faced similar accusations in 2018. They had signed a deal with the Pentagon. Under this deal, Google's artificial intelligence was used to analyze drone footage, presumably to match targets. Facebook's role in Myanmar is another example. Hateful content and fake news was spread about the Rohingya community. Facebook knew, but did nothing. We all know what happened next. An entire community was forced into an exodus. Should companies have this kind of power? In an ideal world, no. But the likes of Google and Twitter are facts of life. You can't wish them away. What you can do is curb them, limit how they can use their influence in such situations, like war or communal riots. If not, we could be sliding down a slippery slope. And straight ahead is corporate autocracy.